Hi everyone. We're going to consider the quadratic function y equals f of x, where f of x equals 5 minus x plus ax squared. It is given that f of 2 equals negative 5. So we're going to find the value of a. So what you do is we know that f of 2, and that's your x, equals negative 5. So we're going to write negative 5 equals, and everywhere there's an x here, we're going to plug in 2. So that's going to be 5 minus 2 plus a times 2 squared. So that's going to be negative 5 equals, now this is 3 plus 4a. Now let's subtract 3 from both sides. So that's going to give you negative 8 equals 4a. And divide both sides by 4, so a equals negative 2. All right. Find the equation of the axis of symmetry of the graph. So now that I have my a, let's fill that in. I'm just going to use y, by the way. Y equals 5 minus x and plus 2x squared. Now if you want, we can rewrite this as y. Is this 2 or negative 2? This was negative 2. So let's change that to negative 2. So y equals negative 2x squared minus x plus 5. You don't have to rewrite it. It just makes it a little better. So to get the axis of symmetry, we're looking at the vertex. So all we have to do is find the x portion of the vertex. This would be the y part, which at this point we don't need that, I guess. All right, so let's look at that. Let's plug that in. So our a is negative 2 and our b is negative 1. So when I plug this in, I get negative times negative 1 divided by 2 times negative 2. We got 3 negatives. That makes it a negative. So this is going to be 1/4. So that's going to be negative 1/4. So you're just going to write x equals negative 1/4. Now, the range has to do with, let's remember that. And there's negative 2. So, whoops, sorry. We have, to get the range, we're looking at the y. We also know that given our equation, that this opens down. So we're going to have y is less than or equal to some number. And it falls on the vertex. So I'm going to plug this number back in to this equation and get the y part. So I'm going to plug in negative 4. Y equals 5 minus a negative 4 minus 2 times negative 1/4 squared. So we get 5 plus 1/4 minus 2 times 1/16. So I'm going to put all this in terms of 16. And let's see what I'm going to get. When you set that up, you're going to get 5. Or you can just put in the calculator. Oh, we'll put it in terms of 8. So we get 5 plus 1/4 minus 1/8. So write everything with the 8. So 5 times 8 is 40. 2 times 1 plus, so for an 8, this would have to be 2 times 1 is 2 minus 1. So this is going to be 40 plus 2 minus 1, which is 41 divided by 8. So your range is y must be less than or equal to 41 divided by 8. And that's about y is less than or equal to 5.125. So either one of that would be the answer. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.